Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a go. I'm Niche Pajoro, aka Miss Fear Focal, bring back for our entertainment. If it's your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Owamie. Now my ninjas. Yeah, the nose ring. Let's talk about it. The elephant in the room. I know some of you are going to have some thoughts, but this is not a real one. However, I do want to go and get PS, so I'm trying it out just to see how well I will love it. And then obviously, if I do, then I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Yeah, I'm into piercings basically. So please, I just opinions on this one. They're not even really gonna be welcome. But anyway, it's fine. Let's go ahead and get into this channel. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Khumalo. Yesterday I saw a post that was circulating. It was of a lady from Facebook that was saying that a Uber guy, arred her, like like I don't want to say it, because of YouTube. And then, there was a guy that commented under saying that, you should be grateful, because I used protection. I even dropped you at your gate, this and this. And so Lady Do also, posted that. After that, Khumalo screen munched from Lady Do. And then, she basically posted, and she obviously tagged, Minister and everything. And then after that, she came out with this video. This is the video that she came up with.
I've always known that South Africa is a sick country. But after yesterday, I think I'm very convinced that as South Africans, we need help, serious help, that is. If we can joke about something as serious as rape, knowing very well that rape is one of the serious matters that we are faced with as a country. Every day a woman is killed. Every day a woman is raped in this country. And the law enforcement is doing very little about this matter. And the government turns a blind eye every time something of this sort happens. And you guys want to joke about this. You must really be sick. And when something like this happens and we don't say anything as people who are out there in the public eye, and you point fingers at us for not doing anything. Wow.
Now, when I went to the comment section, the things that I saw, you guys, were just legit disgusting. There were people that were asking, like, wait a minute, was she lying? And then, Kelly said that apparently that is like how they do it. It's sort of like, that is like the joke or something like that, which is obviously disgusting. And then someone here, Mr. Lisiba Oskido, said, I'm a Bolt driver. It's sickening to see people joking about R, right? Ray. I was once offered sex after a ride. The first time it happened, it was two ladies from Sandton to Tembisa at night. They didn't have money to pay for the ride, so they offered me to have S with one of them in exchange for the payment. I just said no thanks and left. The second time it happened, a lady requested from Monte Casino to Midrand, and also when she got to her destination, she didn't have money for payment. Also, she offered S in exchange of which I declined and lost money. With our numbers being so high in the country, then you find people joking about such and acting in such manners. It's bad. Now, of course, that is really bad. Whenever people like me talk about these things, we are basically labeled non-women lovers. It's like, oh, you are a hater of women because you're out here basically saying that, guys, you actually going out there and joking about stuff. You actually going out there and lying about stuff. You are basically taking the movement back. It makes it more difficult for real victims to be believed. If we all played our parts and we were all just honest and truthful, it was going to be very much easier that whenever a real victim comes out, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, the first instinct was going to be supporting this person. Unfortunately, because of how South Africa is, unfortunately, because of how some women in South Africa are, unfortunately, because of in South Africa, we have adapted this behavior and this norm that we are sensitive people, even though as a country we are poor as nobody's business. And when I say poor, I don't mean broke, honey. There's a difference between broke and poor. I mean poor. Poor with everything. Poor-minded, poor-pocketed, poor everything. Our leaders, poor-minded. That's why they keep on looting money, and they can chow 500 billion and not even explain where it went, because, you would understand, like, okay, at least they stole 500 billion, and then there were like hospitals that were built, at least there was this, there was that, but gone, nothing. We are a poor country. That's one thing that we should know. And so we have adapted those stuff, you guys. And it makes it really difficult, for real victims to be helped, which is why I also truly do believe it also is part of the reason why South Africa is the most unsafe place in the world for women. You can legit go to any other country and literally just by being there, you're safe. You're safer than actually being here in South Africa. And so obviously that is really wrong. What Kelly Khumalo was saying is something that's very much understandable. Of course, she had decided that she was going to take a stand and obviously support this victim. However, imagine then having to find out that that was a lie. At this moment, she has already also tagged, like, Abo Begikele and whoever, and then you find that that was a joke, that was a lie. I personally feel like people like that should also be arrested. Because number one, what does she also do? She basically makes the Uber world, the Bolt world look more evil. So, personally, honestly, the stories that I've heard, I'm like now scared. Like, I don't really use Uber or Bolt or anything like that. I drive everywhere. And the reason for that is because I've heard stories that legit scare like the nonsense out of me. And it's very much unfortunate. And I'm one of the blessed ones because I have that option to can drive everywhere. However, there are women that have really been harmed by Uber drivers. And that if people now made it a norm that they come out here and they joke about it, then it means that those other people are also going to be looked at as like, are you joking? Is this the truth? Stuff like that. And so I really honestly just feel like as women, can we start encouraging each other? Don't joke about things like that. Don't lie about things like that. If you know your friend is lying, come forward and actually like debunk the lies. And of course, we also do need to also speak to South African men, not just South African men in South Africa. Because I feel like there's this whole wrong mentality that it's only South African men that are out here doing this, doing that. No, there are people that are from Zimbabwe that are, abusing women in South Africa. There are people from Nigeria, Congo, Togo, Ghana, Lesotho, everywhere. Legit, like Tanzania, everywhere in this country that are abusing South African women and women that are not South African. As long as you're here in South Africa, obviously, like, your safety matters. Even in the world. But what I'm saying is that, like, in South Africa, your safety matters. Even if you're not a South African. And so I think that we do also need to educate men in general that, they should not feel entitled to women's bodies. And of course, also our SAPS, that they need to do more, you guys. Like, I did see though, Begitile actually talking of they will have to train and place more women in the forefront whenever, like, our victims come in. And, in one way I did understand what he was saying, that, if you were abused by a man, it would be very uncomfortable to have to go and then again tell the story to a man. But another thing again that I think that he should also understand is that most of the women that you go to the police station and find, they are so rude, especially if you are a woman. That's something that I've personally just noticed. They look you up and down, especially if you go in their makeup and looking nice. It's a woman thing that I just honestly, truly don't understand. They will judge you just based on the fact that you have got blue eye contacts, you've got a nose ring, you've got, a piercing there. Then they're like, and sometimes we tend to even get help from men more than women, and it's such a sad situation. So I don't know how, but obviously, as he said, that there's gonna have to be training. I do hope that it actually helps, and I do hope that it actually works. But I do want you guys to go and comment down below what you guys think when it comes to this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, Nijas.
Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video.